Mr. A is back on the Double RT Boxing Show. This is post fight recap for the Jarrell Miller versus Maurice Wach. Now this recap is probably gonna sound very similar to my Daniel Jacobs versus Luis Arias recap, where I feel both fighters, both victorious fighters, really let an opportunity slip. Now, excuse me, Big Baby Miller did get the job done. He was victorious. It was a ninth round doctor stoppage. The doctor saw, because I believe like in around, I forgot what early, it was around 6 or 7. Wach just hurt his hand on a straight right on Miller's face, but I guess he hit him so hard that something was wrong with his hand. And then he was saying, can't use it. And then the doctor, in between 8 and 9, were like, are you okay? He goes, just give me one more round. They give him one more round, and they saw that he wasn't even throwing. He just had the right hand up here the whole time, just like he wasn't even fainting. And doctors were like, we're not gonna have no fighter in there with one hand. So the doctor got on the apron, got the attention of the ref, and said, hey, stop this fight. The ref's like, all right, fight's over. Like the ref was like way over here in the fight. He was watching the fight, watching it. It's a doctor who actually got up on the apron, called over to the ref, like, hey, called his name, stop that. So like I said, that being said, okay, the pros, I guess. Jarrell Miller showed good body attack. He tired out Wach. As the rounds went later and later, he was able to hit Wach with just about anything he wanted. He showed a tremendous output, good volume of punches, great speed variations. Actually, both fighters did that. Both fighters were able to show speed variations. But Wach was just basically a right hand. It was a good right hands, actually, but Miller was able to show hooks, uppercuts, body shots, upper overhand rights, all speed combination variations, changing up the speed, set up punches for deadly punches. Now the con in this fight was a big con. Miller, now was it he just really not respecting Wach's power? Because I seen Miller do this a lot. He got hit in Washington, got hit in previous fights. He walks you down, he takes hits. But what Wach really exposed was Miller, he comes in and he ducks down to his right. And Wach was just coming over with that right hand. Every time Miller ducked down, he stayed there. Here comes Wach's right hand. Boom. So basically, from the backside of Wach, Miller ducked down. There goes Wach right over it. Miller ducks down this way. Bow. Right. And it was hitting hard. Any other fighter with some decent amount of power, like I said, he's a big boy, Miller. Would he would have been dropped? But I don't know. But he would have definitely been on a noodle leg streak. You know, 'cause the fact that he's ducking low anyway, Wach was hitting with those right hands. So that's a heavy concern. And like I said, and the fact that Miller's just walking him down, you know, taking shots, taking a lot of right hands. I don't know. But obviously, you know, that being a big boy, Miller in girth, and then you got a big man in Wach. Never been only loss against Povetkin and Klitschko. Great name for Miller to have on his resume. Great name. You got the Eddie Hearn Matchroom USA debut. You got Joshua in the background, who needs a fight. He needs fighters before he can fight Wilder. So will Baby Miller get that shot? You know, he didn't show too much of a threat. But at the same time, I do believe it was Miller's own doing. He wanted to fight that way. I think at any given point, Miller could have turned it on. Why he didn't flip the switch, I don't know. Maybe he was going for a devastating late round knockout against a guy who's never been like stopped like that. I'm just gonna wear him out like he always does. That's what Miller does. He's not the greatest hitter, but he wears you out with accumulation of taps. You know, change up the speed. Tap, 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 when he change up the speeds and the power. Like I said, he's weighing like almost like 270. So you get like 6, 7, 8 rounds of all that accumulation of a 270 man hitting you. It'll wear you out, especially with he's digging in with low center of gravity on the body. So I do believe the performance is what Miller wanted. Not defensively. Offensively, I think he did what he wanted. He wanted just the pity pat, set him up for a later round knockout, because as 7 turned to 8 round, 8 turned, he was starting to up his intensity. But up until that, it was just all walking him down. He took too many shots. Like I said, yes, it was Wach, but if Joshua lands some of those right hands, I think it's a done deal. If Wilder land those right hands, I think it's a done deal. You know, it probably take a few right hands to knock big old baby out, but I think it could be done. Who else is a good heavyweight? Dubois. If Dubois can land some of those right hands on Big Baby, I think it's a lights out. Big Baby Miller cannot afford to take those shots. Like I said, even if he wanted to take those shots, it's a habit he needs to break right now. Because those 3 names I named, Dubois, Joshua, and Wilder, those people are putting people in the hospital with right hands. Those guys can hit. So like I said, again, it was a dominating performance by Baby Miller. One he wanted to do, I believe, offensively. I think defensively, I think he's going to be disappointed with himself. He was getting hit a little too flat. It wasn't just getting hit. He was getting hit flesh. Like I said, when he was ducking over, it was scary. I literally thought he was going to lose the fight. I seriously thought an upset was about to happen. Because Wach was, I said, he's bending down, and Wach is just punching down on him. And they were hitting right there. They were landing. So that's something Miller definitely has to work on. But overall, Miller dominated Wach. And these kids out here are crazy, man. They're always trying to play some games. I'm just going to end it right there. A dominating performance by Jarrell Miller over Wach. A doctor stopped it because of an injury to Wach's right hand in the 9th round. Miller has not a lot, but Miller has defensively some issues to improve on. This is Mr. A saying thank you for your time and support. On to the next one.